All right, so the very first trailer for Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is out, so let's react to it together. All right, and here we go.
Sonic, you finally found your family.
Try to keep up.
I know it hasn't always been easy, but you didn't change who you are in here.
Yeah, in my lungs.
Or your heart.
I'm so glad they fixed the way Sonic looks in these movies.
There's been a high-level security breach,
Let's go.
and we need Team Sonic's immediate assistance. Project Shadow is far
Keanu
beyond anything we've ever
Reeves.
encountered.
Shadow's story began a lot like your Sonic. But where you found family and friends, Shadow found only pain and loss.
All right, we got a rogue alien on the loose. How do we find it?
Start with the giant fireball?
I love it. Let's start with a giant fireball.
He is much more impressive than the Hedgehog I fought previously.
Dude, I'm standing right here.
You're a colorful bunch.
We don't want to fight you.
He sounds so
Actually,
good.
Sonic, I would like to fight.
No, no! My turn.
This actually looks sweet.
He's too powerful. I can't believe I'm saying this, but we need you-know-who.
This is a bad idea.
When has that ever stopped?
Jim Carrey?
Doctor,
We have visitors.
this is sad, Robotnik, even for you.
We need your help.
On one
Oh my
condition.
gosh. We finally got Fat Dr. Eggman.
If I can't rule the world, I might as well save it.
I need room. But, sir, I don't have the proper materials. I found some.
When we're done, there won't be anything left.
Hey, no cheat code! What did you do?
This is a long trailer. Wow.
Welcome home, my boy.
It's impossible.
Is it?
You couldn't it?
Are you? In the saggy flesh.
Wow, okay. Okay, so that was a long trailer. That was way longer than I thought it was going to be, and I can't believe I'm saying this. That looks really good. Now, in my opinion, I was never like the biggest fan of the Sonic the Hedgehog live action films. I think they were very entertaining, and I did like the second one a tad bit more than the first. But I was never as big of a fan of those films that a lot of people are. But I have been very excited for this one because Shadow is my favorite character in the Sonic games and all the Sonic lore. And the fact that Keanu Reeves is playing Shadow is incredible because his voice fits the character perfectly. Now, back when the second film came out and Shadow was teased at the end of that film, I had wanted Keanu Reeves to play the role, and I actually made a video on my TikTok saying that Keanu Reeves is probably going to be playing the role. And the fact that he is now means that I manifested that really damn well. But this looks really fun. You know, I think it'll probably be in the same realm as the first two films, in which, you know, they are aged towards kids, but I think this one will be really entertaining. I think Shadow is a very interesting character, and I think the dynamic between him and Sonic will be really fun. It's really nice to see a return of Knuckles with Idris Elba returning as the voicing, and it's really exciting to see Jim Carrey come back in more of a accurate portrayal of the character, because as we know, Dr. Eggman is a bigger character, and in the first two films, Jim Carrey was just very thin, which wasn't the biggest complaint. I really didn't care about that at all. But it is really fun to see that he is not only in the more accurate version of that character, but it looks like we have a father of Dr. Eggman in which Jim Carrey is also playing that character. So it feels like we are just traveling back to the early 2000s and late 90s where he's playing, you know, these characters in full makeup, and it's just like awesome. Now, Jim Carrey has said in the past that he is retired, and for the most part, that's pretty much true. He hasn't been in anything else except for the Sonic films. So this might be his last film that he makes because he's kind of just out of that Hollywood world. Now, as far as video game adaptations go, I do think that the Sonic films are some of the better adaptations from games as far as quality goes, because, I mean, when we go into watching a Sonic film, we're getting exactly what we want when we're going to see these films. We're getting, you know, the quirky one-liners, we're getting the quirky jokes, and we're getting the accurate look to the characters, and that's pretty much all we want in a film. We're not supposed to be looking for anything particularly fantastic, even though that some parts of these films are very much entertaining. Now, what I will say is, like, back in 2019 when Sonic was first announced that they're going to be making a live-action film, that design of Sonic had to have been fake. There is no way that they thought that looked like the right way of making Sonic look in live action. And the fact that they listened to the audience and changed it to look identical to what Sonic looks like had to have been some of the best marketing I think I've ever seen. Unless it was fake, it was still some pretty great marketing. Because, like, I'm trying to imagine what, like, the other characters would look like if they went with what Sonic looked like before, in which had, like, human teeth, human eyes, and, like, human hands. I am, like, curious as to what, like, Knuckles and Tails and Shadow would have looked like, because, oh boy. Well, I guess we would have known what Knuckles would have looked like. But anyways, Sonic the Hedgehog 3 looks really fun. I think it'll be a really fun experience in the theaters, being able to see all the characters finally mashing together, because, like I said, Shadow is my favorite, and it'll be really exciting for me to see him on screen as well as everyone else that's very excited to see Shadow on screen. It'll be a very fun time, I think. I think this could be the best film in the trilogy. I haven't seen the Knuckles series, so let me know how that is. I've heard that it's actually pretty good, but I haven't seen it yet, so let me know in the comments below. But anyways, I think Shadow looks great. I think Keanu Reeves sounds amazing as Shadow, even though he doesn't have to change his voice much. He just sounds just like that very grudgy and just very, like, evil character. But let me know what you think in the comments below, what you think of Sonic the Hedgehog 3. Are you excited? Are you not excited? Are you a little bit in between? I think it looks pretty entertaining. I will definitely be in the theaters to go see it. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like this kind of content and want to see more of it. But that'll bring us to the end of this video. Remember to let me know what you thought of the trailer down below. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Oh, and I almost forgot. Your movie moment is right around the corner.